Tonight, 2 people are rushed to the hospital after a violent head-on crash in Hurricane leaves one driver trapped inside a car. Plus, a St. George motorcyclist shares his powerful story of survival after losing a leg in a devastating crash. And we'll have your weekend weather forecast for the region. Stay with us. St. George News at 5 starts right now.
You're watching St. George News at 5, brought to you by our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law.
Good afternoon, I'm Monica McLaughlin. 2 people were rushed to the hospital after a head-on collision in Hurricane left one driver trapped inside their car, with firefighters working to free them. Here are the latest details from the scene.
2 drivers were hospitalized after a head-on crash shut down Old Dixie Highway 91 in Hurricane Thursday evening. Police say the crash happened just before 5 p.m. near 150 North. A silver Hyundai Genesis drifted across the median and struck a southbound Toyota Camry head-on. The impact spun both vehicles and scattered debris across the roadway. The Camry's driver was trapped inside and had to be cut free by Hurricane Valley Fire and rescue crews. Both drivers were transported by ambulance to St. George Regional Hospital. The extent of their injuries hasn't been released, but officials say both were in stable condition when transported. Highway 91 was shut down while crews cleared the scene. Police cited the driver of the Hyundai for multiple traffic offenses. The crash remains under investigation.
A St. George motorcyclist is sharing his story of survival after a devastating crash cost him his lower leg, but left him determined to keep doing the things he loves. St. George News sat down with Andrew Rathnow at the hospital to hear his remarkable journey in his own words.
I looked down at my leg and I thought it was just broken, and so I go and pick it up and it's just hanging by a piece of skin, so that's when I kind of panic.
What started as a morning motorcycle ride with a friend ends with a life-changing event for this local welder. And we're hearing directly from the St. George motorcycle rider who survived a crash on Riverside Drive. A crash that cost him his leg.
I remember screaming, they put the tourniquet on, and then I'm already getting put on a gurney before I even know what's really going on.
Police say 24-year-old Andrew Rathnow was launched in the air before sliding more than 30 feet across all 4 lanes of traffic after being struck by an SUV, landing near the bike path on the opposite side of Riverside Drive. Investigators say the driver of the SUV pulled into oncoming traffic to make a U-turn, colliding with Rathnow as he tried to swerve out of the way. Bystanders immediately rushed in, including one man with a tourniquet who Rathnow says saved his life.
Right in the surgery, and then I woke up and I didn't notice I actually had to get stitches on my arm, and then I had a huge gash on my leg. All I noticed when I got in the ambulance was my leg gone. And then when I woke up, they're like, yeah, check out your side, and I lifted up. I'm like, oh my God, there's like a hole in my hip, I'm sure from sliding. But yeah, no, I was lucky. I had a Kevlar infused hoodie, like a riding hoodie, so a lot of the road rash on my body is already pretty much healed up. The leg, I was just wearing Dickies, so not the best idea, but yeah, so I got road rash down there. But now other than the stitches and the gash in the leg, I've been healing up pretty quick. But we'll see how long this stuff takes. It should be 4 to 5 months of kind of getting the prosthetic, physical training, relearning how to walk and all that, so yeah.
His mother flew in from Texas to be by his side.
She's panicking, she can't sleep, so it's kind of, I don't know, I'm trying to tell her I'll be fine, but you know how parents are, so yeah.
Rathnow remains in the hospital recovering and doing what he can to stay positive.
I kind of joke around about it. It's kind of my coping mechanism, so I've made all the jokes. I'm gonna be a pirate for Halloween and all that, but I guess I get front row parking now and handicap spots, but yeah, no, it's I'm just trying to make the best out of the situation, but
Rathnow remains in the hospital recovering. He told St. George News he hopes to one day meet the bystanders who helped save his life. Read the full story by Cody Blowers.
Now let's take a look at your weekend weather forecast, brought to you by Casablanca Resort and Casino. It's a beautiful evening in St. George under clear skies and a comfortable 91 degrees. Overnight temperatures will dip to 69, and then Saturday heats up nicely to a high of 97 with a low near 71. By Sunday, we'll be flirting with triple digits. Expect a high of 101, cooling slightly to 72 after sunset. Over in Mesquite, the sun's shining bright at 94 degrees. Overnight lows will fall to 76. Saturday climbs to a sizzling 103 in the afternoon high, easing to 80 that night. And on Sunday, be prepared for the peak of the weekend heat, 106 during the day, and back to another low of 80. If you are traveling through Parowan this weekend, don't forget to stop by the Iron County Fair. Carnival rides and vendors open tonight. In Cedar, the weather is currently sunny and a mild 76 degrees. Tonight, expect a cool dip to around 52. Looking ahead, Saturday brings plenty of warm sunshine with a high near 82 and a low of 54. Sunday turns even sunnier, warming up to about 87 with overnight low of 58. A St. George tattoo artist is honoring her late mother by offering butterfly-themed tattoos to people in recovery as part of National Overdose Awareness Day. Stockton Myers shows us how Abigail Adams is turning her family's tragedy into hope for others.
A local tattoo artist in St. George is honoring her mother who died from a drug overdose by offering $50 flash tattoos with a custom butterfly design for those recovering from drug addiction. The name of the event is Butterflies for Natasha, and it will take place on Sunday, August 31st, which is National Overdose Awareness Day. Abigail Adams is the owner and tattoo artist of Baby Girl Inc., a tattoo parlor based in Suite 213 at 67 East St. George Boulevard. Adams lost her mother, Natasha Adams, when she was 18 years old. Adams then took custody of her 5 younger sisters, beginning her life as a parent.
Oh, those are my kids. That is one debate I will always get into because I always refer to them as my kids, and people are like, oh no, they're your siblings. I'm like, no. I'm like, that maternal figure or like that maternal instinct is there, and I can feel it. I don't want kids of my own now. I'm fine being a young grandma. So that's the plan basically, but no, these are my kids.
Adams watched as her mother struggled with substance abuse to the point where at age 16 she was emancipated by a judge and began working to earn enough money to put her mother in a facility. The original plan fell through when Natasha died. Despite the circumstances, Adams says Natasha was a great mom until she became addicted to drugs.
It was quite difficult because I feel like at times you could see a glimpse of the mom she used to be. Like I said, I had a great mom for the beginning part of my childhood. It was more of like after my dad died, that's really when things declined. But just going through that, it's ups and downs. Coming home, you don't know exactly what you're gonna get or who's gonna be there when you wake up or just things like that. Or even if she would come home. There was times where she'd leave a note and be gone for 2 weeks, and I was in charge of the kids.
Adams says she's trying to reward those who are making the effort to go sober through Butterflies for Natasha and is proud of anyone fighting back against drug addiction.
Wilson Connectivity has opened a new high-tech facility in St. George, consolidating its operations under one roof and boosting Southern Utah's standing as a growing hub for advanced technology. Stephanie DeGraw takes us inside the expansion that leaders say marks a new era in American manufacturing.
Wilson Connectivity is marking a major milestone with the opening of its new state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in St. George. The company, a pioneer in wireless communication technology, has been in southern Utah for 20 years. This expansion signals both growth and commitment to American manufacturing. CEO Bruce Lancaster says the high-tech plant brings the entire operation under one roof.
We develop core technology for communications and telecommunication systems that are used throughout the entire world, and we manufacture those all within these 4 walls. We have over 250 patents governing this technology that we've developed here, and we're really proud to be able to apply those to help people stay connected wherever they are.
The facility employs 150 people and strengthens U.S. production of private 5G networks and in-building wireless systems that eliminate cellular dead zones. City officials call the move proof that St. George is emerging as a hub for advanced technology. To learn more, read the story. This is Stephanie DeGraw, reporting for St. George News.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. To learn more about our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law, go to wewininjurylaw.com. I'm Monica McLaughlin with St. George News, your #1 source for local news. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more local news updates. And if you liked this newscast, you might enjoy one of these stories right here.